There's a gate in Jerusalem that's been sealed shut for 500 years. Nobody's allowed through it. Nobody can even dig around it. But here's the crazy part. Many believe this is the exact gate where the Messiah will return to earth. And recently, people have started hearing strange sounds coming from behind those sealed stones. What if this ancient gate is preparing to open? I'm going to show you the incredible story behind Jerusalem's eastern gate, why it was sealed, what prophecies say about it, and the shocking signs that suggest something big might be happening there right now. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this sealed gate might be the most important doorway in human history. So stick around because what we're about to uncover is absolutely mind-blowing. And if you're already intrigued by this mystery, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It helps more people discover these incredible connections between ancient prophecy and modern events. Trust me, you're going to want to share this story with others. The Eastern Gate sits on the eastern wall of Jerusalem's Old City, facing directly toward the Mount of Olives. This isn't just any gate, it's positioned along what many call a divine corridor. Here's the incredible part. Both Jewish and Christian traditions say this is exactly where the Messiah will enter Jerusalem. Not through any random door, through this specific gate. And it's not just tradition. The prophet Ezekiel had a vision about this exact gate. This gate must stay shut. No one can open it because the Lord, the God of Israel, has already passed through it. Think about that, a gate sealed not by neglect, but by the presence of God Himself. Christians believe this is the same gate Jesus walked through on Palm Sunday when He rode into Jerusalem on a donkey. The prophet Zechariah had predicted this centuries earlier, the Messiah coming gentle and riding on a donkey. So the same gate that welcomed Jesus in humility might be the same gate that will welcome Him back in power and glory. But if this gate is so sacred, why has it been sealed up like a tomb for 500 years? The answer takes us back to 1541 and one of the most powerful men who ever lived, Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent. This guy ruled a massive empire from Europe to Africa, but there was one thing that terrified him, an ancient prophecy. Both Jewish and Islamic traditions talked about a coming Messiah who would enter Jerusalem through the Eastern Gate. Even though Suleiman was Muslim, he took these prophecies seriously. So he came up with what he thought was a brilliant plan. He ordered the gate sealed with massive stones and cement. But he didn't stop there. He built a Muslim cemetery right in front of it. Why? Because Jewish priests can't walk over graves according to religious law. So Suleiman thought he could stop any Jewish Messiah from even getting close. Here's where this gets absolutely incredible. Suleiman thought he was outsmarting prophecy itself. But remember what Ezekiel said? This gate must stay shut because the Lord has already passed through it. By sealing the gate, Suleiman actually fulfilled the very prophecy he was trying to prevent. It's like God was playing chess, and Suleiman didn't even realize he was just moving the pieces exactly where they needed to go. But the story gets even crazier. In 1969, an archaeologist named Dr. James Fleming made an accidental discovery that changed everything. After heavy rains, he found the remains of another gate buried directly underneath the sealed one. This buried gate was much older, likely from the time of Jesus himself. Think about this. We now have two gates in the exact same spot. The bottom gate that Jesus probably used when he came in peace. The top gate, sealed and waiting for his second coming in power. It's like God designed a perfect symbol, one gate for each arrival. After 500 years of silence, something strange has started happening. Locals report hearing deep, unexplained sounds coming from underground near the gate. Some say they've felt vibrations, like something ancient is stirring below. Here's what's really interesting. In 2015, an Israeli archaeologist asked a question nobody wanted to answer. He said, Jerusalem is constantly being excavated. So why is the area around the Eastern Gate completely off limits? What are authorities afraid we might find? Even secular scholars admit there's no logical reason for the gate to stay sealed today. So why does it remain shut? Could it be that the gate isn't just holding back people, but holding back time itself? Throughout history, every attempt to stop God's plan has only helped fulfill it. King Herod tried to kill baby Jesus, but fulfilled prophecy instead. Religious leaders crucified Jesus, but delivered the sacrifice that would save the world. And now Suleiman sealed the gate to prevent the Messiah's return, but actually fulfilled the prophecy about why it should remain shut. The sealed gate isn't a victory against God's plan. It's a monument to God's sovereignty, proving that his plan will happen exactly as he said it would. When Jesus returns, the Bible says he'll stand on the Mount of Olives, and the mountain will split from east to west. This creates a perfect straight line: Mount of Olives, Kidron Valley, Eastern Gate, and the Temple Mount. It's like a divine runway built into Jerusalem's geography. Jesus himself said, "Lightning comes from the east and flashes to the west." That's how the Son of Man will return. But here's what might be even more important than the physical gate in Jerusalem. There's another gate the Bible talks about, the gate of your heart. Jesus says, "I stand at the door and knock. If anyone opens the door, I will come in." He doesn't force his way in. He waits for you to open it. You can study all the prophecy you want about the Eastern Gate. But none of that matters if your own heart stays sealed shut. The same Jesus who will one day return through that gate in Jerusalem is standing at the door of your heart right now. When Jesus does return through that Eastern Gate, the only thing that will matter isn't whether you understood all the prophecies. It's whether you were ready to meet the King. Is your heart sealed up like that ancient gate, or is it wide open to receive the King of Glory? If this message stirred something in your heart, write in the comments, "The doors of my heart are open to the King of Glory." The Eastern Gate has been sealed for 500 years, but ancient prophecies are aligning with current events. Strange signs are emerging. The countdown is happening whether we're paying attention or not. If this video opened your eyes to something incredible, make sure you've hit that like button and subscribe for more content connecting ancient prophecy to modern events. Share this with someone who needs to hear this message. Because honestly, the Eastern Gate might open sooner than any of us think. And when it does, you'll want to be ready for what happens next. The question is, are you?